Okay, so I'm going to do a video of me trying to remove some things from this garden of mine, this container garden of mine. My plan is to go ahead and salvage as much of my soil as I can. Um, and of course, the mosquitoes are having a good time. I had to go in the house and put on some pants. Only thing that's left exposed are my feet. And I'm telling you, they're snacking away out here. I had to put on some pants. As you see, got these pants of mine on. And I should have put some on my feet. Some spray. I am going to suffer tonight. Yeah, they are hungry. Put your gloves on, protective gloves for your hands. Yes, the insects are disturbed. They are disturbed. They're hungry as well. They're turning my feet into a buffet. What we don't do is throw out anything in the garbage in the trash. Let nature have it. Let the ants have it. I did have a few squirrels in my backyard a few moments ago. Let them have that stuff. These are just some weeds that grew in a pot where one of my plants did not survive earlier part of the growing season. Got to get rid of those too. Saying bye-bye to my green beans. They did awesome this year. They did so well this year. My goal is to just go ahead and do more green beans for the fall. I went by one of the local nurseries here. They told me to call them back on September 1st, which is on a Sunday. And I'm hoping that I can get a hold of quite a few of those green bean plants. This right here, I think this was you see all that? They're still viable. They still have flowers. Those are my cucumber plants. Look at those long vines, man. Look at that. I didn't get anything from them this year. I was rather disappointed. Our first year growing them, which was maybe like a year or two ago, man, every day I would go outside and I will find new cucumbers every day. They didn't do good this year. Come to find out, I wasn't the only one that noticed that the cucumbers did not do good this growing season. This right here, my cherry tomato. I see a few fruits of the cherry tomato They're there. I'm going to let nature have those. Let the squirrels eat them up. Eat them up, squirrels. Enjoy it. I have to make room for my fall. I don't know how successful I will be. I've never done a fall garden before. But I'm definitely going to try it this year. I'm going to try it this year. Gotta try it. I will tell you this. My green peppers, I was concerned about them. Man, they're coming on through. They're going to be undisturbed. The green peppers would be undisturbed for the moment. Did you not see that one I just showed you? Let me see. Nice size green bell pepper there. There's a nice size one there. There's another nice size one there that's still growing. They will be undisturbed. Wouldn't make sense to mess with those. And guess what? They're still viable. Look at that. These will be uninterrupted. This pot will be uninterrupted. My other pepper plants still coming on through. Look at that. Why would I disturb those? Will not be disturbing those. Even this one over here. Why would I disturb that? Will not be doing that. This in the middle, that needs to be tended to. So, and all this overgrown stuff here, that the guy that does our lawn, he couldn't get over here. He didn't want to disturb my circle of vegetation, so he just left that bee over there. That needs to be cleaned up. It's just a mess. I'm going to get rid of all this extra stuff. Don't need it. Look at that stuff here. Just growing and crawling everywhere. Don't need it. Yep, all that stuff. Don't need that stuff. Yeah, don't need that stuff. Look at that. Don't need it. Hopefully, this will be better tended to in the fall. To clean this stuff up. Look at this. Don't need it. Look at that. That's about the rooting system. That's about half my soil right there. Let me shake some of that back into the container. Just some of it, not all. Look at the rooting system. See a rooting system? When you have a container garden, look at that. I still see some vegetation on there as well. You see those? Those that are cherry tomatoes. Man, there's some good ones. They're still coming through pretty good. Even though I'm not eating them. Look at that little tiny one right there. Coming on through. I'm going to let the squirrels have these. The squirrel's going to have this. You see how long that system is from the root? Still got flowers on them. I just want to make room for my fall garden. It's going to be all string beans. Look at that. There's nothing wrong with it. Mr. and Miss Squirrel, you can have those. Don't want it, don't need it. Don't want it, I don't need it. That's part of the cucumber system right there. Those are crawlers as well. See, the mosquitoes there done turned me to a buffet, y'all. I'm a buffet. They have turned me into a buffet. Nice rooting system. If you ever wonder how good the root system is for container gardening, there it is right there. Very good root system. To have a successful, viable garden needs dedication. Now, this thing right here, I don't know what that is. Like I said before, earlier this year when I did a video, maybe a squirrel or something dropped a nut in there. It took root and it grew. Don't know what it grew into, but there it is. My goal is in the spring, I want to plant a sunflower in the pot. I've done that before, and it grew successfully. And this stuff is out of the ground. It's rather humid out here. It's rather humid out here. Look at all that right there. I don't want to disturb it. Pull this stuff up. I don't need this stuff out here. See the way it makes it look ugly and unkept. Ugly and unkept. Curious to know what this stuff is going to look like on tomorrow. I don't want to touch those. Man, I swear I don't want to touch those. This looks like a pretty decent one. I don't want to touch that one. Man. Don't want to touch it. Look at that. Pull it up by hand. Look at that little cherry tomato. Mr. and Miss Squirrel, there you go. Have at it. Enjoy yourself. Miss Victorious is finished with the spring and summer garden. So just clean up some things. Clean it up. Don't need this extra stuff in here. I'm pretty sure that there's a root system in there somewhere that held my college that I did not get to enjoy, but that's okay. The squirrels got to enjoy it. The other insects got to enjoy it. And so be it. So be it. I'm all right with it. At least I know it's not going to waste. Like I said, it's humid out here, and I'm starting to sweat myself out, which I don't particularly care for. Get this stuff up. So I'm curious to know what that's going to look like on tomorrow evening. So how many pots have I cleaned out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pots I cleaned out. So the way I look at it, so far for the fall, I am going to have 13 pots of green beans. I just hope the local nursery that I inquired with told me the truth, and I hope that they have some green bean plants for 13 pots. I'm not ready to disturb. I'm not yet ready to disturb my bell peppers yet. Not ready to disturb them. Not ready to disturb. I'm not gonna fool with that. So I'm gonna get my son or my husband to get back over there with a weed eater or something, get that brushed up. I don't particularly care for an unkept yard. I don't. I mean, who does? But they know not to go around disturbing my items. I'm gonna clean those up. Not too much now. The sun is going down. The black mosquitoes, I think they're called tiger mosquitoes, have turned me into their dinner, their supper. I'm getting ready to go back in the house. I'm starting to sweat. Not a good feeling. Starting to sweat. I've been recording for like the last almost 17 minutes. Hopefully when I post again, I'm going to do an actual video of me repotting with some green beans for the fall. I did real good. If you go back to my earlier posts from the year, you will see that I did harvest a lot from one plant. I'm hoping to do it again for the fall. This time for more shareable for more people. Anyway, you all have a great evening. That is so gorgeous.